We're going to go through Sun Salutation B today. I'm going to see if I can tag on something towards the end of that so that we can also keep moving, and then also work on the hips and things like that at the same time. But I just want to experiment a little and see what it does and how it works out for us. So let's start. We're going to work with Sun Salutation B, and we're going to also build some core strength today. So things that we just have to do if we want to maintain these bodies. So we're going to start in a child's posture. And as you sink into your child's posture, let's take a moment and, kind of consider this body as like an animal that we have to take care of really, really well. And it's counting on us. And so we're going to give it as much attention as we can in these next 30 minutes. So offer the body your full attention, watching the breath. And then growing the breath. Shifting right into a deeper breath, victorious breath, in through the nose, inhaling, fogging out through the mouth, just to get that right sensation, and then fogging in through the mouth, closing the mouth, exhaling through the nostrils, keeping the lips gently sealed as you now breathe more consciously with greater vigor, force, and strength, and yet this gentle evenness in both the inhalation and exhalation. Let's do our best to maintain that. If at any point you lose track of that breath and it's hard to get back, then slow down. That's the animals working too hard, pushing it too hard. It's okay to step back a little bit and go at the appropriate pace. So when you're ready, let's start to rise. Come up to table posture, hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. A few cat-cows here. Let's just go for about 30 seconds. Inhaling, belly sinking. Exhaling, belly engaging, really pulling belly up as you drop the head down. Stretching the spine. Inhaling, relaxing the belly. Exhaling, engaging. One more. And then we'll come into downward facing dog. Come in there through a cow posture. So belly sinks. Roll over the toes. Let the tailbone lead the hips upwards. And then press the heart back towards the thighs. Notice tightness. Take about 5 breaths here. Moving around. Look forward, float the feet forward to the top of the mat. Bring the big toes together and the heels apart. Sink in for just 2 breaths into this fold, maybe with the knees bent. And right from here, we're going to be finding a chair posture. So shake the head out, let any tension there go, let that begin to release. Now bring the knees together, push them into each other, lower the hips, maybe almost as low as the knees. And then inhale, lift the trunk, reach the arms upwards. So this is our chair posture or fierce posture, Utkatasana. Straighten the legs, bring the palms together, thumbs in towards the heart center. Next, exhale, bend the knees again. Inhale, reach the arms upwards, look up, lift the toes for a moment. Next exhalation, toes can come down, fold forward over the legs, straightening them up, gazing past the knees. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, hands come down, float the feet back. So here we take a vinyasa, so making sure that we don't collapse down. So slowly bending the elbows, keeping them over the wrists. And then inhale, tops of the feet to the mat. Find cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, step the right foot forward. Left heel presses down. We rise up to warrior A. So first time around, let's be here for a couple deep breaths. The hips are facing forward, so right hip back, left hip forward. And now we'll exhale, hands down. You can take a vinyasa between every section here, or you can hold a plank or come right into downward facing dog, finding child's posture whenever. So there we took a vinyasa. Now we'll step the left foot forward, right foot down, inhale, rise. Warrior A. Draw the chin in slightly, stretch the crown of the head upwards, pull the pelvis in. Keep the back leg straight. Stay connected to the feet and the mat. And then we'll exhale, hands down, lift the left foot, step it back. Again, choose your transition. And then we're in downward facing dog. Now what we're going to do is go through a couple more rounds, and then we're going to start to add things onto the Sun Salutation B. So make sure the body is breathing deeply. Then we'll look forward, float the feet forward. Top of the mat, big toes together, heels apart. Come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then we're going to fold right back in. So exhale, release all the way down, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, float back, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left foot down. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, set the hands back down. Step the right foot back. Take your transition. From downward facing dog, left foot forward, right heel down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands down. Lift the foot, step it back, lower. Inhale, back bend. Downward facing dog, or maybe child's posture is getting, the breath is getting out of control. Nice, helpful strategy is to take a big exhalation out through the mouth and then start over. Next exhalation, look forward. Float the feet there. Big toes together, heels apart. Come up halfway, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. So one more, just like this. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands down, float back. From plank to your transition. Into warrior A. Into your transition. Warrior A, left foot forward. Transition. Now we're going to tag something on. So first, about 3 breaths. Now from here, we're going to come to seated and then right into a boat posture. So if you'd like, you can bend the knees, spring the feet up into the air, cross the ankles, and then come to a seat, or come right into your table posture. Then from there, Bring the legs and the arms up and take 3 deep breaths. Every exhalation, pulling the belly in. Bring the feet down, come down to the back. Bring the knees into the chest once you've gotten there. Rock a little bit side to side. And then plant the left foot down, bring right ankle on top of left thigh, pick up the left foot again, and hold the left leg. About 3 deep breaths, flexing the right foot. Release the hands from the leg, bring the arms to a T, and then just let the legs stay as they are, but take them over to the left. So a little bit of a twist, you'll plant the right foot pretty much, and then turn the head to the right. Now bring the legs back to center, keeping them as they are. Take them over to the right, turn the head to the left. Just for a moment so we could feel left chest kind of open up a bit. And then we'll bring the legs back to center. Switch sides, right foot down, left ankle on top of right thigh, flex the left foot, and lift the right foot up, drawing it in, holding the right leg. 3 deep breaths. We're going to bring the arms to a T and let the knees or the legs fold over to the right. So now that left foot plants, turn the head to the left. Keep the shoulder blades on the mat. Bring the legs to center, over to the left. Just for a moment, not far that we can go. That left thigh stops us a bit. Turning the head to the right. And then what we're going to do is take a big transition. So we're going to come back to center, unwind the legs, bring the knees in, and you'll either roll to the side to come up into a downward facing dog, or you will rock up and you can cross the ankles, plant the hands, float the feet back. So for a moment you have the weight on the arms, and then come back into downward facing dog. So from here, we're going to start over with our Sun Salutation B, and we're going to go through that a couple times, doing exactly what we just did, but connecting them all through the breath. So let's look forward, float the feet forward, big toes touch, heels apart, come up halfway, lengthen, exhale, release, bend the knees, inhale, reach the arms up, keep the hips even lower now, maybe a little bit more challenge. Exhale, fold forward over the straight legs, release down. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down, float back, take your transition. From downward facing dog, right foot forward, left heel plants, inhale, rise. Exhaling, hands down, another transition. From downward facing dog, left foot forward, right foot down. Inhale, rise. Want to just feel a smooth motion, hands come down. Left foot back, transitioning. Now from downward facing dog, we're going to find our seat and come right into a boat posture for 2 breaths. Feet down, lower, knees into the chest. Right from here, set up. Now another option. So you can come right into this reclining pigeon, which we'll hold for 5 breaths this time. Or you can hold the right leg alone and keep the left leg extended. So 4 more breaths. We're just giving this section more time because we're stretching larger muscles right now. And then we're going to be finding that twist. So if you have a hold of just the single right leg, then you can take a single-legged spinal twist. And if you've got the two, then go ahead and just drop those legs to the left with that ankle on top of the thigh, turning the head to the right. Bring the knee back to center, or the legs to center. Take the leg over to the right. So if you've got your original version, then just go ahead and take that twist. If you've got just the one leg, press the leg out to the right, turn the head to the left. You could mismatch whatever you like, whatever feels right. And we'll bring the knee, legs to center, and then we'll switch. So now left hip stretching. So either holding the left leg or having ankle on top of right thigh. You just want the shin to be as perpendicular to the trunk as possible to help stretch sections of the hip. So from here, now we'll go ahead and find that twist. So either both legs to the right or left knee to the right. Turn the head to the left. Bring the leg or legs back to center, and then maybe pressing left leg to the left and turn the head to the right, or just letting those legs drop to the left slightly, just for a moment. And then we'll come back to center. And now we're taking our big transition to downward facing dog. So knees into the chest, and you might rock up, find your way, whatever works. And then from downward facing dog, we're floating forward. We're going to go through this again. Big toes together, heels apart, come up halfway. Exhale, release, bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up, low hips. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, straightening them up. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, transition through another Sun Salutation B. Right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands down. Step back. From downward facing dog, left foot forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands down. Transition. From here, we're going to, again, transition into a boat posture. So once you're there, 3 breaths. I think we did 2 breaths last time. We'll say this is good. Feet down, lower, find your pigeon, reclining pigeon. Okay, so we're all going to do as you did in the last one, and then we're going to meet in the same place. So when you're ready, go ahead and find your little twist. Legs or right knee to the left. And then we'll come back to center and take the legs or leg over to the right. And come back to center. Find reclining pigeon on the left side. Okay, now we'll find the twist, leg or legs to the right. And then center over to the left. And center. Bring the knees back in. And let's meet in downward facing dog again. Okay, so from downward facing dog, see about, let's see, you can separate the legs a little bit. And then keep the right hand pressed into the mat. See if you can lift the left hand so it's a little bit more pressure. Take the left hand somewhere to the outside of the right leg. So maybe the calf, maybe the close towards the ankle. And then look under the right armpit, just a breath. And then switch hands. Left hand down, fingers spread wide for support. Right hand to outer left leg. Make sure you have a good grip with the left hand. Look under the left armpit. And then release, right hand back down. Bring the chin down towards the chest. And then we can bring the feet a little closer together, hips distance. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Maybe spread those right toes. Let that right leg feel nice and light. And then exhale. Plant the right foot forward. Just rise up to warrior A for a moment. Take the arms up. Sink into the right knee. Let's give this a moment here. We're going to just give the arms and chest, upper back a little attention. Take the hands behind, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulders back, look upwards. Bring the head to neutral and just turn to the left slightly so you're facing front left corner of the mat. Let the left toes shift with that motion. And then lower down, bringing right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Let the head go. Exhale, bring the hands down around the right foot. Step the right foot back into downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up. Spread the left toes. Feel lightness there. Step the left foot forward, right heel down. Inhale, rise. Sink in. Really plant the outer right foot on the mat. That tends to, we kind of roll inward there. Keep that whole foot planted. Take the hands behind. Squeeze the shoulders back. Lift the head. And then head to neutral. Shift slightly to the right and begin to lower the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. And we'll release the arms down. Now we're going to come into downward facing dog and then right into seated position with the legs, we'll say extended out in front, the feet flexed. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Grasp the big toes with the peace fingers. Pull the low belly in. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold in. Keep the spine fairly straight here, so without rolling down, without rounding the back. Now let's see about holding the outer edges of the feet with the hands and pulling the trunk down. While you're low, bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh and get a little bit lower. What happens when we take one leg out of the way? A little bit more space. Now we'll stay low, but we'll come up halfway and switch. Right leg forward, left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Fold a little lower. And we'll extend the left leg. Now just collapse into the legs here. So let the back round, let the head go. And inhale, start to rise upwards. Cross the ankles. Sitting up tall. Let's make sure we get the neck in. So roll the shoulders a few times. Settle the shoulders back and down. Turn the head left, right a few times. Bring the head to center. Take it up and down a few times. Take it back to center. Lift the right ear up. Lift the chin a little bit. Drop the chin just a tad and then bring the head back to center. Lift the left ear up. Lift the chin. Lower the chin, bring the head back to center. Just give the some movement to the head. Shake things out there. And then bring the head to center. Now before we rest, let's just look to the arms for a moment. Cross the right arm in front of the chest, hook the left arm in front and pull the arm in. Release, take the arm up above. Bend the arm, fingers to elbow or the bind behind the back to stretch the right tricep. So we work through the bicep, then the tricep. Bring the chin in toward the chest to increase the strengthening of the neck and also the stretching of the tricep, pushing the head into the arm. And releasing, left arm in front, right elbow, hooks and pulls. Release, take the left arm above, bending, fingers to elbow or the bind behind the back. And we'll release. We're going to come down to the back. Releasing all the way down, releasing the limbs. Take the shoulders back. Take the feet apart. Palms flipped up. So this period of time, we're really just helping this physical body to feel the energy moving within it, to see it as something that we can take care of, that we need to take care of, nourishing it and replenishing its existence. So at this time, just allowing yourself to now release any effort at all. There's nothing to take care of at this time. There's absolutely nothing to do. Just fully resting from the layers of the skin to your innermost being, resting. This time, without really moving anything, just become aware of the breath. And now watch the whole body as if the whole body is breathing. The whole body inhaling, the whole body exhaling. Maybe that breath gets deeper as the whole body inhales and exhales. Feeling the breath in this body from the feet to the hands, to the base of the skull, to the chest, the throat, the face, everything breathing. And becoming more and more animated as you deepen the breath. And now beginning to move the hands and move the feet. Circling the arms behind. Bringing the knees in. Little squeeze, a little rock. You can roll to the side for a moment. And then rock or rise up to seated. To seal the practice, sitting up nice and tall. We'll bring the palms together and sound Om, breathing in. Om. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste.